Just squeeze that juice up, baby. WTF. I stuck, boys. Got it? Got it? Slay. Hey chopsticks! Today on the menu is pho! Now if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Merrick. Nice to meet you. I film mukbangs and ASMR, so if you are interested in these types of videos, make sure to subscribe. Without further ado, let's get started! Alrighty, so I have my pho right in front of me. I am starving. Let's see, everyone. Who's ready for some pho? Cause I am. Okay, let's dress up our pho, shall we? So right here we got some bean sprouts. I believe this is basil. We also have a chili pepper for some heat and lime to balance out the heat with some sourness. So let me just take a handful. Oops, spilling this all over the place. Take a handful of the bean sprouts, just plopping it onto my bowl. Maybe we'll be a little bit generous and take some more. A little basil action. I think this is basil. I hope it's basil. If it's not, I'm going to be very embarrassed. I think it's basil. All I'm doing is just mushing it, peeling it. I don't know what you call that action. Here's a chili pepper. I guess you call it breaking it in half, just like that. And some lime juice. Focus. There we go. Oh, come on. I don't want it to squirt all over the place. There's like no juice in this lime. This is so weak. WTF. I am disappointed. Okay, there we go. Slowly but surely getting the lime juice out. I have to really work for this. Work hard to squeeze this juice out. I was going to make that a little bit more sexual sounding. To squeeze that juice out. But I decided not to. Just squeeze that juice up, baby. I'm sorry if you're a younger viewer of mine. I try to keep my content PG, G-rated as often as I can. Most of my videos are G-rated. But anyhow, let's dig in. Do you guys got your chopsticks? I got mine. Okay, let's start with a big bite, shall we? How about... Oh, okay. This one's a good one. Open wide. Sorry, I said open wide a little bit too quick. I don't want the soup to be like dripping all over the place. Open wide. Got it. Got it. Slay. Oh my lordy. Pho is delicious. It's been way too long since I had pho in my life. I missed you, baby. I've missed you so much. There's some beef on the bottom as well. Slay. My phone is literally like right in front of my bowl of soup. I do not want to get that wet. Ooh, I almost forgot. If you're wondering what my dipping sauces are, this is some hoisin sauce, and this is sriracha. Sriracha and hoisin sauce. They make an amazing combination when you're eating it with pho. There we go. So that's how I eat my sauce with the pho. I kind of just grab it with my chopsticks and use my spoon as like a as a balancing thing, like to put the noodles on. As a holder. That's what I meant to say. I'm debating right now if I should do a story time today or not. The thing is, I have all my story time notes written down on this sheet of paper, but honestly, I'm not sure if I have enough food to do the story time because it's so long. So right now, I think I might just save that story time for another video where I have slightly more food to consume. I'm just thinking what I should talk about in this video instead of the story time because I got everything written down already. Here's a big slab of beef. I'm trying to get the noodles out or off the beef so you guys can see it better. Oh wow, there's like noodles right here. Okay, so this is the beef only. Nice, right? So sexy. Slay it. Mmm. 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 Nice and tender. Did that come off a little bit sexual? I feel like I say everything so sexually. It's like in my personality to sexualize everything. Nice and tender. It's all in the eyebrows, I think. See, the thing is, in public, I like never flirt with anyone because like I'm too shy, low self-esteem. I just don't go up to people I find attractive. But when I'm in the privacy of my own house, I can do whatever I want. Could you imagine if I was like a part-time cam boy? I was gonna say a website of where I watch cam boys, but I'm actually not gonna do that because I don't want YouTube to demonetize my video. Okay, I'm gonna make the decision to not do the story time just because I feel like I'm halfway through my file already and like we still got the question of the day, the pricing, where I got the file, like my constants in all my mukbangs. Have you realized that in every single mukbang, I always talk about the pricing, where I got it from, the question of the day, all that good stuff? But the title of my story time that I was going to talk about is called I Stalk Boys. But I'm going to save that for another video. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. If you are new to my channel, and this is the very first video you have ever seen from Merrick, make sure to subscribe right now and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on that story time. Again, the story time is called I Stalk Boys. That's right, everyone. You can tell it's a long story time because I have not one, but 2 pages of notes, and I only have 1 bowl of pho. I don't have 2 bowls of pho. The pho wasn't on sale today, so you know your boy is cheap AF. I feel like if I ever made merch, one of my slogans, sorry, I like clanged my fingers against my glass table. I feel like if I ever made merchandise, one of my slogans would be cheap AF. Because I always say that in every single mukbang. It's not like I plan to say it. It's not like, okay, here's a cue to say cheap AF. It comes out naturally out of my mouth because I am cheap AF. I think I mentioned this probably last week, but 95% of everything I buy in life, whether it's a bar of soap, whether it's cutlery, or a trip to Rome, everything is on sale. Even like if I won the lottery, I still would buy things on sale because that's just who I am. Like, why would you pay regular price for something if you can just wait a while? Like, if you need that item or that service immediately, I understand like not waiting for a sale, but most things in life you can wait for. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. I wait for sales. Another beef. Wow, that was a big beef. I actually don't really like the basil. Like I do like the basil, but in one of my first bites, I actually bit into the basil. Like I bit into it, I chewed it, I swallowed it. It was way too much flavor for me. So now I'm just strategically trying to avoid the basil every time I pick some noodles up. Let's talk about the food now, shall we? So if you're not familiar with what pho is, I feel like my head is always cut off in this frame. This is like the best I can do because like the pho, like based on like how the bowl is shaped, and like I want you guys to like see the food. It kind of has to be like this, so I'm sacrificing half of my head so you guys can see the food better. That's so nice of me, right? Sacrificing half of my head, half of my gorgeousness. You're only getting 50% of this beauty right now. Just kidding, just kidding. Before anyone hates on me, I am not that conceited. So, what was I saying? Oh, right. If you don't know what pho is, it's a Vietnamese dish. And it's basically some rice noodles, bean sprouts, chili pepper, lime, onions, and beef. And yeah, that's basically it. I think I summed it up really well. What really determines what the difference between like what good pho is and like mediocre pho is the broth. The broth is the most important part in pho, in my opinion. And I think in a lot of like what do you call those? Not food critics, but foodies, culinary critics in the culinary world, the broth is the most important part in pho. And although it looks like it's pronounced pho, it's actually pho. So make sure you remember that next time you go to a pho restaurant. I personally eat pho like I think once every week and a half, once every 2 weeks. But some of my Vietnamese friends who I grown up with, they eat it once every 2 days, maybe even once a day, like for breakfast, next day for lunch, the day after for dinner. There's only one food I can't get sick of eating every day. Can you guys guess what it is? If you know me well, if you've seen almost all of my videos, you should know this. It is Sushi! I love sushi. I can't get enough of sushi. I can literally eat it 3 meals a day. Oh, I'm like craving sushi right now just by talking about sushi. Mmm, mmm. I feel like this is a less chatty video just because I don't have any points written down since like all my points were related to the I Stuck Boy story time. So now I kind of feel like I'm hitting a wall. I'm just like kind of blanking out of what to say. I still haven't done the question of the day yet. No pressure, Merrick. No pressure. Mm. Okay, I actually just thought of something I could talk about. Something that's going on in my life. I think before we talk about that, let's discuss the pricing of the pho. Sorry, I had like some burps coming up because I just drank some water. Mm. Removing the chili pepper. Mm. So this bowl of pho, I got it from my local Asian supermarket. It cost $9 Canadian, which is 7 USD. $9 Canadian for this bowl of pho, 7 USD. Usually, sometimes I have like a dollar off, $1.50 off, so it's 8 maybe 7.50 Canadian, but it wasn't my lucky day, unfortunately. This is regular price. I know, such a rarity that America is actually buying something at regular price. Mm. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about that I just thought of on the spot. Sometimes people complain as to why I have notes with me when I film my mukbangs. This is why. Without my notes, I kind of don't really know what to talk about, so I kind of freeze up and talk about random thoughts that come into my mind, like right now. So that's why I like to plan everything I want to say for a smooth delivery. Alrighty, so let's move on to the question of the day. Today's question of the day is: would you rather live in a downtown apartment or a house in the suburbs? Would you rather live in a downtown apartment or a house in the suburbs? Let me know in the comments down below because I'm very curious to read all of your responses. Now I ask this because I'm like adulting right now. I'm starting to adult in life, so I'm making big decisions, and one of those decisions is purchasing property. Now, I've consulted a lot of friends and family about this, and it seems like people are pretty split between living in an apartment downtown or a house in the suburbs. That's why I kind of want to hear your opinions of what you would prefer. Because everyone's preferences are different, right? Also, when I ask this question, I'm just assuming that the price of the apartment or condominium, is that how you pronounce it? Condominium. I just call it condo. The price of an apartment or a condo is the same as the price of a house. And before people start hating on me, that's actually really, really realistic, I think. Well, at least in my city, but like I'm pretty sure in all cities it's kind of realistic because like I'm talking about like a nice condo, like a condo that's like on the 20th floor with a gorgeous view of your city's downtown, a modern condo, that type of condo, or a house that is about 25-minute to a half an hour drive in the suburbs from downtown. So, in my opinion, it's like a really reasonable dilemma to have if it's the same price. Again, I know that some of my viewers are younger, so you're probably not interested in this at all. But for people more my age, I feel like this is like a very relatable choice you have to make in life. Maybe I'll list some pros and cons. So let's start with the condo or apartment in downtown. So I think like the obvious pro to living in an apartment or condo downtown is that you're close to everything. From what I've heard from people who live downtown in my city, they tell me they just walk everywhere. They don't need a car, and because they don't need a car, they save on car insurance, they save on gas, they save on maintenance and repairs, all that stuff. Also, because they live in downtown and they're close to everywhere, most big corporations or places of employment are in downtown, so they can wake up later. They don't have to rush as much. They don't have to sit in rush hour traffic. Now, let's move on to some of the cons with living in a condo or apartment. I feel like right now, based on the angle, you guys can't really see that I still have food in my bowl, but I actually do. This is why I like care about angling so much because like right now it looks like I'm just eating nothing, but if I had some post-it notes with me, maybe if I just put this, oops, if I put this cloth underneath, then you guys can see the food. Although it's really awkward for me to eat because this is about to like fall over any second. Oh well, we'll make do. We'll make do. Again, to anyone who is wanting to start a mukbang channel, angles matter. Okay, let's talk about some cons with living in an apartment or a condo. So, one con is the space, which could be a pro, but generally people view the space of an apartment as a con because spaces in apartments are just smaller. They're just smaller. You can't really like get around that unless you like buy the entire floor, which I know some people do in some cities. I think this guy in New York City, like in Manhattan, he bought like the 30th floor of a apartment building, and he bought the entire floor. I think it costed like millions of dollars. Like he was so loaded. Then again, like he's living in Manhattan, so I'm pretty sure he's loaded. Anyhow, so yeah, the space is smaller, but why I say that that might be a positive is some people actually like small spaces because they don't have to clean as much. The downside to having a small space is you're very limited in what you can have, so you have to be a minimalist essentially because you can't like have a lot of clutter everywhere just because there's nowhere to put it. And for someone like me who loves clothes, shoes, and just stuff in general, I tell people I'm the opposite of a minimalist. I'm a maximalist. So I don't think I can do like a condo apartment just because I can't keep all my sweaters in this like tiny little closet or all my jackets and like the closet in the foyer. I need like multiple storage options. Whew. I'm almost done my food, and I still haven't talked about the pros of a house yet. I'll just go over it really quickly. So pros with a house, you have more space. More space means more storage, which means you can have more stuff, which not everybody is into, but I love having a big closet myself, so that's why I love the space. Also, pros of the house, it's more quiet. If you live in a condo or apartment, there's neighbors to the left, to the right, to the above, to the below of you. Some cons with the house, far drive from downtown, where you will likely be working, have to pay for gas, fuel, repairs, maintenance. Okay, I'm just gonna take this back down because I can't really see on my food anymore. There's a big con with condos. A con with condos. You have to pay condo fees, which is pretty annoying. With houses, some houses have HOAs, house owner association fees, but not all houses do. But with condos, almost every condo has a condo fee. So you would have to be paying a monthly fee on top of your property taxes, which sucks. So yeah, I think I ran over the two pros and cons of, or I think I ran over the pros and cons of the two housing options pretty well. Again, I feel like some people honestly just don't care about this conversation at all. They wouldn't care. Because like if you're 12 or if you're 8 watching this video, you'd be like, what's a condo? I apologize. Next time, I'll have a more non-adulty conversation. Alrighty, so I'm pretty much done my pho. Here's the empty bowl. Yep, it's all empty. That was really delicious. But I am still hungry. I always underestimate how much I can eat. Like, I honestly thought that one bowl of pho would fill me up like most normal people. But apparently I'm not normal because I am starving still. Alrighty, so that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed yet, if you are subscribed, make sure to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Love you so much, chopsticks, and remember to slay your day.